In the start, we see two maids talking to each other, did you notice? The young master looked at me and smiled. He rarely behaves this way. I saw it with my own eyes, but I still can't believe it. I've heard that he's been training hard for a long time. He even goes to the training area and has been practicing continuously for the past week. Is this really possible? We've never heard of such a change in his behavior before, only negative things about him. The scene then shifts to a young man standing by the window, looking at the scenery outside. The maids were talking about him, the young master. His face is revealed, and he thinks to himself, I will make sure that the tragedy of my previous life does not repeat itself in this one. I will confirm it. I will ensure it. His name is Aaron Steelguard, and he is 16 years old. The story then takes us into a flashback of his past life. Aaron explains how he ended up in this life. When I was 33, I wasn't that old, but I still died. We see a warehouse or a house filled with screams. Inside, a man is being brutally tortured, Aaron himself at 33 years old. His clothes are soaked in blood as someone tortures him mercilessly. I was born into the prestigious Steelguard family, rulers of the Novaro region in the north for generations. I spent my entire life hiding behind my grandfather's name. He was a war hero, the one who stopped the empire from conquering the continent. His name was Legend Steelguard, a Mysteria ranked knight. My father, Leverton Steelguard, was also an exceptional heroic ranked knight. Both were highly skilled warriors. But compared to them, I was nothing. A worthless, third-class knight with no achievements. After Aaron became the lord of the Steelguard family, everything crumbled within just 3 years. People started mocking him behind his back. The great lion family has birthed a mere dog. He was ridiculed, called a disgrace to the Steelguard name. He lost his territory, wealth, and power. And people weren't wrong, everything they said was true. Unlike my great father and grandfather, I failed to be even a decent lord. Forget a great lord, I wasn't even a good one. I lost all my money and land. A childhood rival, Count Valdrin, took everything from me. But that wasn't enough for him, now he wants my life too. He hired an assassin to kill me. Back in the present, the scene shifts to the assassin who has come to kill him. He picks up a book and says, "Oh? So, this is the dimension trading book? But why are all its pages blank?" Seeing this, Aaron becomes furious. "Don't touch it. You don't have the right to lay a finger on that." He kicks the assassin and shouts, "Shut your mouth." In his mind, he thinks, this dimension trading book is no ordinary object. The pages aren't blank, they hold a great secret. This is my family's most precious treasure, allowing trade between different dimensions. If I had even a bit of intelligence back then, I could have used it wisely. I wouldn't have been scammed. I wouldn't have lost everything. If I had used it properly, I could have restored my family's lost glory and brought it back to the top. The killer says, "You wasted so much money on this useless thing, a book with blank pages. That's why the rumors about you being a complete idiot seem to be true. Who in their right mind would spend so much money on a book with empty pages?" He then says, "Give it back to me. This isn't yours, and you have nothing to do with it." Just then, something falls out of the book, a talisman-like object. Seeing it, Aaron exclaims, "Oh man. This is the same wish-granting talisman. Someone gave this to me through dimensional trading and scammed me." Aaron recalls the trader's words, "Customer, this item is extremely expensive. It will grant only one wish in your entire lifetime." Aaron thinks to himself, how foolish I was to believe him. There's no way this thing will fulfill my wish. I got scammed again. He further reflects, my ability has always been weak. If only I had utilized dimensional trade properly, I could have rebuilt my family's strength. But I was always a pushover, letting others suppress me. Because of my weakness, my entire family was destroyed, and now, it seems like my own end is near. The killer interrupts his thoughts, saying, "What are you thinking about so deeply?" Just then, we see a red liquid being forcibly poured down Aaron's throat. He wonders, what did he just make me drink? Was it a healing potion? But why would he give me a healing potion? He asks, "Hey, why did you give me a healing potion? If I heal, I'll recover." The killer smirks, "My client wants you to suffer for a long time. You don't deserve an easy death. That's why I healed you, so I can continue torturing you." Hearing this, Aaron is filled with rage. That damned Count. Even at the end, he wants to torment me? He took my money, he stole my territory, and yet he's still not satisfied? Now, even with my remaining life, he wants to make me suffer? Aaron falls into despair and starts laughing bitterly. Who would have thought that the famous and powerful Steelguard family would meet such a meaningless end? The killer then says, "Looks like he's lost consciousness. That's good, otherwise, he wouldn't be able to endure the pain of what I'm about to do next." However, Aaron, still conscious, thinks to himself, if only I hadn't been so stupid, my family wouldn't have suffered like this. If only I had one more chance, I would fix everything, my family and all the countless mistakes I made. Just one more chance. If only I had the power to turn back time. As he speaks, his voice fades, and he loses consciousness, or perhaps dies. But then, the wish-granting talisman activates. It starts glowing, and a system notification appears, checking requirements for wish talisman activation. You have witnessed your own death. You held onto your unbroken willpower even in death. You reflected on your mistakes and were consumed by regret. All conditions met. The talisman is activating. Please state your final wish. However, Aaron is unconscious, or dead, so he cannot respond. The system waits for a while before displaying an error message, system error. No wish detected. Since Aaron didn't verbalize his wish, the system begins analyzing his data to determine what he truly desired. After processing, the system declares, 3 wishes were detected based on analysis. Since no additional wish was specified, all detected wishes will be granted. A blinding light fills the scene, and suddenly, everything shifts. Aaron wakes up, in the past. He is lying on his bed, confused. What's happening? I was supposed to be dead. But, this palace, this bed, this window. I recognize all of this. This is my old room. Just then, someone knocks on the door. Young master, it's me, Azel. May I come in? Aaron, shocked, recognizes the voice and allows her to enter. If I remember correctly, Azel was my servant for a long time. Azel enters and greets him. Young master, the captain is looking for you. Aaron is completely taken aback. He thinks to himself, is this really Azel? And this familiar bedroom, this place, these memories. Don't tell me, he asks, Azel, tell me, how old am I right now? Since Aaron had a bad reputation in his previous life, Azel is hesitant and scared but replies, forgive me, young master, but you just turned 16. Aaron is in shock. He suddenly hugs Azel in joy. I can't believe it. I've traveled back 17 years in time. With overwhelming happiness, he holds Azel tightly and asks, tell me, you are really Azel, right? This is real, right? So, Azel asks, young master, forgive me, but did you have a terrible nightmare? Aaron, wiping the tears from his eyes, replies, when my entire family abandoned me and stopped supporting me, Azel was the only one who stood by me until the end. Then Aaron looks at Azel and says, thank you so much, Azel. In his past life, his behavior was quite different, so hearing this, Azel is utterly shocked. She thinks to herself, young master, is this how you hug someone? I have no idea what he's going to do next. She starts feeling scared, drops to her knees, and pleads, please forgive me, young master. I don't know what mistake I made. Just tell me, and I will correct it immediately. So, please, forgive me. Aaron responds, Azel, there's no need for this. You haven't done anything wrong. In his mind, he reflects, I must have lived my entire past life like this. A sudden flashback hits him. Azel had once come to him, saying, the captain has summoned you for training. Aaron, teasingly, had replied, are you seriously incapable of handling such a small task? You can't even delay my training? He used to torment her with such words. Shaking off these thoughts, Aaron says, anyway, let's not talk about that. Tell me, why are you here? Azel replies, the captain has been looking for you. He said you missed your training yesterday, so he's calling you for today's session. Aaron nods, alright, I'll go meet him now. Hearing this, Azel is shocked. What? Did I hear that right? Aaron then asks, where's my suit? And why are you acting so weird? Don't you want me to go for training? Azel quickly responds, no, young master. Please go ahead. Aaron puts on his shirt and thinks to himself, I don't know what happened to me or how I returned to this life, but now that I have this chance, I will change everything. I won't let my family go through the same hardships again. I will rise, and my family will rise with me. I will make the Steel Guard family stronger. This time, I already know what the future holds, so I will be prepared. Aaron then says, alright, let's go. Time for training. Then he turns to Azel and adds, by the way, Azel, nothing else happened while I was gone, right? I worked so hard to build my body, but now it's all gone. Azel, confused, thinks to herself, what is he even saying today? Is he feeling alright? At this point, the scene shifts to the Steel Guard family's training ground. Aaron arrives and sees the knights practicing. He thinks to himself, these people still exist? Oh, right. I traveled back to the past. I almost forgot. The Steel family currently has about 70 knights. In my past life, I never valued them. I thought they were just sweaty, old men and that it was pointless to be around them. Just then, a man approaches and says, young master, you've finally come for training. This man is Hafel, a first-class knight and the captain. Aaron looks at him and says, "Captain, I apologize. I was only a little late." Hearing this, the captain gets angry. Aaron, seeing his reaction, thinks, well, at least the captain hasn't changed. The captain, clearly furious, says, "Forget it, young master. You promised me that since you missed training yesterday, you would make up for it today, with double the effort." He then commands, "You will now run 50 laps around the training ground. After that, you will spin your shirt 10 times and perform 10 step-ups. This is an easy task, so you better complete it." Eren says, "Yes, Captain. I will complete it." The captain initially thinks that Eren will make an excuse, so he is about to scold him. But to his surprise, Eren confidently states, "Young master, shall I start right away? What about my training?" The captain responds, "Yes, absolutely. You can start." After a while, we see Eren giving his all in training. He begins by running 50 laps around the ground. While training, he reflects, "Last time, I didn't train properly, and that's why I remained weak. This time, I won't make the same mistake. I wasted 17 years of my life, but now, I will complete my training and face every upcoming challenge." His willpower grows stronger, and he continues his training without stopping. Eren says to himself, "I already know my future, so I will work accordingly. I won't let myself be bullied anymore." After completing his laps, he moves on to sword practice. While training continuously, his knight observes him and is shocked, thinking, "Wow, young master is training really hard today." We then see Eren rapidly progressing to the next stage of his training, sword swings. As he reaches the final stage, he counts 99. And one more. 10,000. Completely exhausted, he collapses onto the ground, breathing heavily. He thinks, "For the first time in my life, I have completed my training. It was tough, but I did it. It's not as impossible as I thought. In my previous life, my weakness was stamina. I need to increase my endurance and strengthen myself." Suddenly, a system notification appears before him. "New user detected. Do you accept or reject dimension trading?" Eren is stunned. What is this? He steps back in shock. The captain notices his reaction and asks, "Young master, are you alright?" Eren, still surprised, asks Captain Havel, "Do you not see this floating thing in the air?" Captain Havel, confused, replies, "I think you, talking nonsense. Maybe you, way overtrained. You should rest for a while." Eren is bewildered. Can he really not see it? The captain assumes, it seems young master has trained so hard that he's starting to hallucinate. Meanwhile, Eren realizes, it looks like I am the only one who can see this floating thing. I thought the dimension trading system was in the form of a book, but why does it appear like an illusion to me? Despite his confusion, he decides, whatever it is, if this is the dimension trading book, I will definitely accept it. The moment he accepts, an illusionary book-like image appears before him. Staring at it, he wonders, this really is the dimension trading book. But why does it look like this? Shouldn't it appear in a proper book form? At that moment, Captain Havel calls out, "Young master! Young master!" Eren, lost in thought, doesn't respond immediately. The captain, concerned, asks, "Have you regained your consciousness? You were talking about strange things earlier. Should I call a healer?" Eren quickly reassures him, "Havel, I am perfectly fine. I am not the same person you once knew. I have improved myself significantly." The captain thinks to himself, young master's aura has completely changed. I know that the Steel family's blood runs in his veins, that must be why his aura feels so powerful. And thus, Eren's journey of transformation begins. He says, "Captain, I've finally completed my training. Can I go back now?" The captain greets him and replies, "Yes, please, you may go. Get some rest." We then see Eren returning to his mansion, deep in thought. Havel wouldn't lie to me, which means the others can't see this. So, is this really a hallucination? Or am I the only one seeing this? Is this real, or is something wrong with me? In front of him, the butler and a maid are standing. The butler steps forward and says, "Young master, since you completed your training, shall I prepare your meal?" Eren responds, No, I am not that tired yet, and I am not hungry either. So, I'll skip my meal." The butler then notices something strange and says, "Young master, what happened to your eyes? A strange blue fire is coming out of them." Eren, surprised, thinks to himself, "Blue fire from my eyes? Could it be that the dimensional trading book is inside my eyes?" He quickly changes the topic and says, "Oh, yes. This is just mana flowing out of my eyes. The butler nods and says, "Ah, I understand. It's mana, after all." Aaron replies, "Alright, I am really exhausted. I'll go rest for a while." He heads to his room, closes the door, and thinks, "Damn, what's happening? The dimensional trading book. It's inside my eyes. That's why no one else can see it. This doesn't even make sense. I've traveled back 17 years, and now the dimensional trading book is here in a digital form." Well, at least the butler didn't figure it out. Just then, a notification appears in front of him. It states that when making a purchase in dimensional trading, there's only one option, accept. Aaron, confused, thinks, there's no deny button? Just accept? So, I can't reject anything? Well, alright. I've never seen a system like this before. Also, my user ID is completely different from the one I had in my past life. Let's continue. He clicks accept, and a message pops up, "Welcome to dimensional trading." His user ID is displayed, confirming that he's human. The planet he's on, Earth, is listed as No. 1342. Suddenly, countless notifications flood in. Some users are selling items, others are looking to buy, and many are requesting trades. Aaron watches and thinks, damn, I have to start from level 0 again. Well, demand and supply are divided into different categories, but since my system level is at 0, I need to grind my way up again. Then, he notices something shocking. His account balance shows 10 coins. Wait. This is impossible. I just created this account, so it should have 0 coins. Does this mean my previous life's account somehow carried over? No, that can't be. In my past life, I reached level 2, but this system is completely different. Shrugging off his doubts, he thinks, forget it. I won't get any answers anyway. Let's just do a warm-up and buy something. A week later, Aaron goes to the captain and says, I want to duel a knight. The captain, surprised, asks, are you serious? Aaron gives a bright smile. His face is filled with excitement and confidence. He replies, yes. The captain calls a knight named Fairy and instructs him, duel the young master, but use only one hand. Also, don't use mana. The captain thinks to himself, this guy just started training a few days ago, and he already wants to duel a knight? This isn't good. If I am not careful, he might get demotivated. I'll set up an easier fight for him. Meanwhile, Aaron is fuming inside. Are you kidding me? They making me fight a mere 6th class circle knight. And he's only using one hand? This is humiliating to my pride. Then Aaron says to the knight, don't listen to the captain. Ignore his words and fight me with your full potential. Hearing this, the knight is shocked. Meanwhile, Aaron takes his stance, ready to attack directly. Before the knight can even react, Aaron launches a relentless barrage of attacks. The knight is forced to retreat, struggling to dodge the fierce strikes. He thinks to himself, damn, I thought fighting the young master would be easy, but he's actually pushing me back. His sword technique, his power, the weight, everything is absolutely perfect. Is this really the same young master I once knew? In the next moment, Aaron defeats the knight. Stunned, the knight asks, did you use some kind of magical power? How is it even possible that you defeated me? Aaron calmly replies, just accept your defeat. Seeing this, everyone standing in the arena is shocked. The young master has finally won a duel. How did Aaron become so strong in just a week? We see Aaron with a chest full of gold. Looking at it, he says, good thing I didn't waste this. In this life, I'll use it wisely and won't be a pushover. Then, Aaron opens the Dimension Trading book and says, for dimension trading, I need coins first. To buy anything, I'll have to exchange this gold. So this will convert gold into currency? Inside the Dimension Trading book, a scale-like device appears. If gold is placed on it, it calculates the weight and provides an equal value in coins. Aaron puts all his gold on the machine. He receives a total of 30 coins and thinks, wow, 30 coins? That's a lot. Aaron had expected to get only 25 coins, but seeing the extra amount, he wonders, maybe the prices have increased. The value in the dimension fluctuates. Maybe gold's rate is high right now, so I got more coins. One of the book's unique features is that prices of goods vary in different worlds. Aaron explains, if you want to make a good profit, the best way is through the Dimension Trading book. You can buy cheap goods in one world and sell them where their price is higher. However, the exchange centers aren't fools. They are aware of this, so they constantly adjust prices to prevent people from exploiting the system. If I want to buy or sell something in this trading world, I need to increase my rating. Ratings and value are interconnected. At 0 rating, getting high-end, high-profit items is impossible. Basically, people at level 0 don't get anything valuable. Only the lowest grade items are available, making it hard to earn big profits. Just then, Aren notices someone and thinks, alright, let's buy mana crystals first and increase my power. He sees a trader named Hardstone, who is selling mana crystals. Aren messages him, hello, are you selling mana crystals? Hardstone replies, yes, absolutely. How many do you need? I can provide them. At that moment, Aren notices that Hardstone's name appears in red. Why is his name in red? Aren clicks on his name, and a new window opens, revealing his full details. In my previous life, I spent 3 years in dimension trading, but I've never seen such a transaction report before. Let's ask for the price first. He asks, what are the rates for mana crystals? Hardstone replies, low-grade mana crystal is 5 coins, and mid-grade is 20 coins. Aren asks, is this the normal price, or are you overcharging? Hardstone confidently says, this is the normal price because mana crystals are currently in short supply. Just then, an official system notification pops up. The actual price of low-grade mana crystals is 3 coins, and mid-grade is 12 coins. The stock of low-grade crystals is abundant, and mid-grade stock is at a moderate level. Aren realizes, so this guy is trying to scam me. He's charging almost double for everything. Aren bluntly says, you, a scammer. Low-grade mana crystals cost 3 coins, and mid-grade costs 12, yet you're selling them at an insanely high price? How dare you? Hearing this, Hardstone is taken aback. What? What are you saying? Do you have any proof? Aren smirks. Oh, you want proof? The Dimension Trading Book's customer support can confirm it if I report you. He thinks to himself, his hesitation proves that the information I received was correct. Then he says, the exchange center clearly states that if anyone sells an item at an incorrect price, they will be punished. That means you were deliberately trying to scam me. Alright, I'm reporting you right now. Hearing this, Hardstone panics and immediately pleads, dear customer, please, don't take it personally. I was just joking. He then tries to gain sympathy. To be honest, I am suffering heavy losses. I don't even have money for food, nor do I have anything to pay my workers. Just then, Aren receives a notification. This guy has 98 coins. Aren thinks, so much money, and he's saying he can't even afford food? Then he reconsiders, no, that might backfire, and the exchange center might take action against me instead. So, he tells the scammer, alright, I agree to trade. And with that, the trade is completed between them. Aren buys 2 low-level crystals and 2 mid-level crystals for a total of 25 coins. The trade is accepted by both parties, and his coins are deducted while he receives the 4 crystals. Looking at them, Aren says, hey, this isn't bad, and accepts the proposal. Just then, he gets a notification stating that only 5 coins have been deducted. Confused, he thinks, wait, I was supposed to be charged 25 coins. Why do I still have 5 coins left? He then wonders, why am I receiving all this salary information and transaction reports? Oh well, who cares? My price is getting lower. I'll just keep exploiting this and buy items for cheaper. The scammer then asks, so, you not going to report me now? Aren smirks and replies, as long as you keep selling to me at this price, I won't report you. Before the scammer can say anything, Aren logs out, thinking, I'll just deal with it like this. Shortly after, Aren receives a message saying he got 3 coins in cash. Cashback? Am I some VIP, or did I get VIP privileges? Whatever, who cares? Free money is free money. He thinks. Then, he decides, alright, time to absorb these mana crystals. As he starts the process, he realizes that the mana crystals are real. Well, at least that guy didn't scam me. For the next few days, Aren keeps absorbing the mana crystals. There's a special technique for this that his grandfather taught him, known in the Steel Guard family as the Breath of Steel technique. To perform this technique, 2 things are required, a strong body and a high amount of internal mana. Unfortunately, Aren lacked both. But thanks to his recent hard work, his body had grown stronger, and he was getting used to it. As for mana, he had already absorbed enough from the crystals. With both conditions fulfilled, his body was now strong, and he wouldn't have trouble defeating a knight. Aren admires his reflection and says, damn, I look good. I think I look pretty cool. Meanwhile, people in the background are talking, young master won the fight. Yeah, I heard he completely dominated the battle. Didn't even give the opponent a chance. Looks like all those rumors about young master were false. He just never shows up to social gatherings, but he's actually really skilled. However, some people scoff, it was just a friendly duel. Why did young master take it so seriously? This is just foolishness. Hearing this, Eren thinks, these guys need another demonstration of my power. He then turns to another knight and says, Mikhail, I'll spar with you next. Mikhail is shocked. What? Young master, you want to spar with me? Eren smirks, thinking, this is the perfect chance to show them how perfect and powerful I really am. Mikhail, on the other hand, is nervous. Damn, young master wants to fight me? Just then, a young lady steps forward and says, well, this sounds interesting. Our young master wants a duel. She is none other than Eren Steelguard, Eren's elder sister and the eldest daughter of the family. The captain intervenes, young lady, this could be dangerous. Smiling, Eren replies, don't worry, captain. It's just a small duel. If you re so concerned, we can fight without using mana, just a normal fight. The captain nods, that sounds reasonable. A duel without mana would be a fair match. Everyone gathers for the duel. The captain, observing the situation, thinks, Mikhail is a 6th class knight, but his strength is equivalent to a 5th class knight. I doubt Eren has any chance of winning. Plus, Mikhail's height and long arms give him an advantage. Suddenly, someone shouts, look! Over there! All eyes turn to Eren, who is attacking with incredible speed. Mikhail keeps stepping back to dodge. Young master is pushing Mikhail back. Someone exclaims. Eren continues his relentless attacks, forcing Mikhail onto the defensive. The captain's eyes widen in shock. This can't be. Just a few days ago, young master seemed so weak, how did he become this strong? Eren's fighting style has completely changed. He throws punches, uses swift movements, and overwhelms Mikhail. Finally, a powerful punch sends Mikhail crashing to the ground. Silence fills the air. Then suddenly, young master defeated Mikhail completely. The knights are stunned, while others cheer enthusiastically. Young master Eren Steelguard is incredible. This is exactly what Eren wanted, to be recognized and acknowledged for his strength. He hadn't even used his full power, yet he had proven himself. At that moment, his elder sister, Eren Steelguard, walks up to him, gently places her hand on his head, and leans close to whisper in his ear, I am proud of you, my little brother. I underestimated you a lot before. But I won't make that mistake again. Aaron had won this spar, and his sister had finally acknowledged him. Now, we learn that Eren Steelguard is the eldest daughter of the family. Her father had always wanted a son, not a daughter. Eren's birth had disappointed him because the family's breath of steel technique was only passed down to sons. However, when it came to potential, Eren was the strongest and most outstanding. No one in the entire family could stand against her. But just because she was a daughter and not a son, she was never taught that skill. Later, Aaron reveals that the breath of steel technique is the foundation of the Steelguard family. According to their family's rule, this skill cannot be passed down to a woman because, after marriage, she would become an outsider. Just because she was born as a girl, she never got a fair chance. Then, Karen gently strokes Aaron's head and says, you've worked hard, shed blood and sweat to reach this point. And you did it all on your own, keeping it a secret so that no one in the family would find out. I'm sorry. I had no idea, and instead of supporting you and guiding you properly, I neglected you every time. At that moment, Aaron has a revelation in his mind. I feel a little guilty about this. Because everything was part of my plan from the beginning. When he sparred while Karen was standing nearby, he had done so intentionally to attract her attention. He wanted to duel her because, among all his siblings, she was the only one who could truly see through a person and recognize their strengths. She was the first person in this life to accept him and recognize his new self. Still, deep down, he felt a little guilty because he had tricked her for his own benefit. I am sorry, Sister Karen. But I had no other way to reach my goal. Everything I did was for a purpose. However, the real problem starts after this. That same night, during dinner, the whole family sits together at the table. The head of the family, Aro's father, notices something unusual and says, today's menu seems special. Is there a reason for this? Karen replies, I asked the head chef to prepare a special meal today because Aaron will be leaving for the academy soon. This dinner is for him. Aro's father then looks at him and says, yes, it's time for you to leave. Aaron thinks to himself, just as I expected. I showed off a little in front of my sister, and now she's already paying attention to me. Then his father says, I heard from Karen that you defeated a knight in training. Aaron thinks to himself, it worked. My trick worked. My father has finally taken an interest in me, and I can't afford to waste this opportunity. He responds, oh, that was just a small match with a knight, and we were only using wooden swords. So, it wasn't a big deal. His father raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, is that so?" One of Aro's brothers, who is also at the table, smirks and says, "I heard he was just a 6th class knight. Nothing special about that." Then he turns to Karen and asks, "Isn't that right, Karen?" Aaron thinks to himself, "You little. Are you trying to ruin my plan?" But Karen steps in and says, "Brother, you reached the 5th class knight rank when you were 18, but Aaron is only 16 right now." His brother quickly retorts, "No, I was 17 when I officially reached that rank, so don't twist the facts. Now, let me clarify the names. Most of the family members have names ending in Ron, Ran, Dar, and Ren. For example, Aaron, the main character, Erin, his elder sister, Karen, his eldest brother, Karen, his eldest sister." Now, back to the storyline. Their father looks at Aaron and says, "Aaron, this is truly impressive. When your grandfather first set foot on the battlefield, he was about the same age as you. Is that why you started secretly training all of a sudden?" Saying this, he stands up and walks toward Aaron. Then, he extends his hand for a handshake. Aaron is stunned. Why is he suddenly offering a handshake? This handshake wasn't just any ordinary gesture. It had a special significance. Aaron replies, "I felt that now that I'm 16, it was time for me to start training and gaining power." This handshake was actually a test, a battle of mana. When two people shake hands in this manner, they inject their mana into each other to measure their strength. It was a way to test one's true power. Aaron immediately realizes, "My father is testing me. I need to satisfy him, but I can't reveal too much of my strength. If I show more power than expected, he'll start questioning where I got it from." His father, sensing Aro's improvement, says, "You've improved quite a lot this time." Then, after a brief pause, he adds, "It used to pain me to think that my youngest son was completely useless. But now, I finally feel a bit relieved. I hope that when you go to the academy, you will prove yourself there as well." Aaron's father speaks, "To be honest, I never really paid much attention to you or appreciated you. But today, you have satisfied me. So tell me, before going to the academy, do you need any item or anything else that might be useful to you?" Aaron thinks to himself, "This is exactly what I wanted." Then he says to his father, "Actually, what I want to ask for. You might not like it and may even refuse to give it to me." His father laughs and replies, "Oh, don't be afraid. Just say it freely. What do you need? I will surely give it to you." Aaron hesitates for a moment and then says, "Father, I am not asking for something too big, but I am afraid you won't like my request. Still, I will tell you." Aaron wants to cleverly convince his father to fulfill his demand. Just then, his father says, "I don't know what my youngest son wants. So, to reassure you, son, I swear." Hearing this, his other son interjects, "Father, you can't do that." But his father declares, "I, Levdun Steelguard, the current head of the Steelguard family, swear on my honor that I will listen to Aaron's wish and try to fulfill it. Now, tell me, son, what is your desire?" Aaron thinks to himself, "Yes. Now it's happening. This is my moment." He then begins to state his request to his father. Hearing it, the eldest son is shocked and exclaims, "Father, you can't do that. This is against the family's rules and regulations." It is then revealed that Aaron has requested entry into the family's secret chamber, asking for the right to choose any one item from within. He wants to select something according to his own preference. The elder son, Kieran, protests, "Father, according to the rules, only one person in the family is permitted to enter the secret storage room. You cannot take Aaron with you." His father responds, "First of all, our family owns the secret chamber. Secondly, when I was young, I too went inside with my father. So this is not a violation of any rule." But Kieran argues, "Father, that was a different matter." His father then asks sternly, "Or do you want me to break the promise I just made on my honor and lose my power?" Hearing this, Kieran falls silent but mutters, "Father, that's not the issue." His father dismisses him, "You should leave now. I am taking the youngest with me. You must return." Kieran curses Aaron in his mind, thinking, "Aaron, you sneaky bastard. You going to a place even the eldest son of the family has never entered. How dare you?" Aaron's father explains, "The rules here are simple. Inside the secret chamber, there is another inner secret chamber, meaning double security. You are only allowed to enter the outer secret chamber and select any one item from there. I am giving you all the time you need, so choose wisely." As soon as Aaron steps inside, he thinks, "Finally. I have made it here." His ultimate goal is to get the Dimension Trading Book. In his previous life, he already possessed a Dimension Trading Book, but in this real world, his grandfather's traditional book still exists within this chamber. Aaron's plan is clear. If he can acquire both books, he will hold a monopoly over the entire dimension trade. All the effort he put in, from proving his strength before his sister to capturing his father's attention, was solely for the sake of obtaining this book. As soon as Aaron steps inside the cell, his mind is racing. He thinks, no one else in the family must have discovered this yet. I need to get my hands on the dimension transactional book as soon as possible. He moves cautiously through the storage cell, his sharp eyes scanning every corner. He is certain that his grandfather's book must be here. As he reaches out for it, his heartbeat quickens. The moment he steps out of the room, his father asks, "Is this what you picked?" Aaron replies, "Yes, father. This is what I liked, and I chose it." But when we look at what he is holding, it is not a dimension book. Instead, it is a hero reward, made entirely of gold. Everyone is shocked to see this unexpected choice. Now, the question arises, why did he choose the hero reward? Then, we are told that this very hero reward was once earned by Aaron's grandfather. The legacy of Navarro had once defended the empire, and in his honor, this reward was given as a symbol of respect. The statue in Aaron's hands is actually of Navarro himself, a limited edition hero's tribute, with only a few thousand in existence. Its value is slightly higher than regular gold due to its historical significance. Aaron's father, however, is skeptical. Did he really pick this useless thing from the secret chamber? He wonders. Then, he turns to Aaron and asks, "Did you choose this just because it's made of gold?" Aaron remains silent for a moment. Deep inside, he knows his father must be thinking that he made a foolish choice, that he just wanted gold, and that's why he brought this golden statue. After a brief pause, Aaron finally speaks. "This is the most valuable thing for me because it represents the hero of our state. I could sell it and buy an S-grade mana crystal, and I'd still have gold left over." His father sighs and says, "Whether you sell it or keep it, that's your choice. But you should focus on your training. You need to decide your own path. It's not necessary to follow the one I took." Aaron nods and replies, "Of course, father. I will fully dedicate myself to my training and improve significantly. This heroic statue is actually a great time saver for me. It will motivate me, and at the same time, I'll have some gold as well." His father, still puzzled by his son's thinking, remarks, "You are quite a mysterious person. It's impossible to predict what you'll do next." The missing book, a twist in the story now. The story takes us back to the moment inside the secret storage. What exactly happened there? Why did Aaron choose the hero reward instead of the book? As he entered the cell and looked around, his expression changed drastically. The reason? The dimension trading book was missing. It had disappeared without a trace. Aaron was left in shock. Where could it have gone? He wondered. He looked around in confusion. If it's not here, then where could it have gone? Determined, he checked another location, only to find nothing. No matter where he searched, it was nowhere to be seen. This realization hit him like a bolt of lightning. After all this effort, the very thing I was striving for, it's not even here? But where could it have disappeared? He was baffled, struggling to make sense of the situation. Taking a deep breath, he calmed himself. Think logically. There are only two possibilities. First, the dimension trading book might be inside the inner chamber. Second, someone else has already taken it. Perhaps it had been placed in the storage room long ago and was only recently moved here. Or maybe someone was actively using it, which would explain why it hadn't returned to the secret storage yet. But in either case, he had no way to verify it at the moment. 14 years from now, I'll be in charge of this place. If I find that book then, will I ever know where it was all this time? Under what circumstances? I just hope it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Back in his room, he pondered over his findings. This discovery, it's huge. I couldn't find the book inside the vault, but at least I retrieved the hero statue. Maybe I can exchange it for some coins through the dimension trading book. Then, a thought struck him. The dimension trading gave cash back. He recalled that the price of his last transaction was marked as ₹2. Wait, does that mean I somehow got a VIP membership? He dismissed the thought immediately. No, that can't be. I must be overthinking. Still, curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to check. Clicking on the VIP button, he expected nothing to happen. But then, a notification popped up. It listed 10 different categories, all max level. He carefully read through them. So, there's a daily attendance bonus, an inventory feature, and even automatic advertisement benefits? Plus, discounts on every purchase? His eyes widened in disbelief. Is this for real? Am I dreaming? This makes no sense. Then, he noticed something else. his exchange currency price had been higher than the original price. Could it be, this is the benefit of the zero commission max level? That would explain why he hadn't been charged any tax or commission on the book. The Eye of Providence revealed not just his opponent's information but also personal details. Another feature, floor, displayed original prices and product availability. On top of that, he received a 10% discount on everything he purchased. Then, it hit him, his last transaction had cost 25 rupees, but he was only charged 22 rupees. 5. Right on cue, another notification popped up. He had received 10 additional coins as a daily attendance reward. He froze. Wait a minute, when I first opened my account, I already had 10 coins. Could this be VIP treatment? And just like that, a wave of excitement rushed through him. He couldn't contain himself. He started dancing in joy. This is amazing. This is the real definition of a chill life. A sly smile crept onto his face. Now, I have everything I need. My revenge. I'll take it sooner than expected. Faster than I had ever planned. This war? I'm more than ready. With VIP status, all resources were at his fingertips. Next, he went to sell the hero statue. The estimated price? 115 gold coins. Are you kidding me? He scoffed. The actual price should be around 140 to 150 gold coins. Activating his skill, he confirmed it. 150 gold coins was the real value. When he tried to trade it, the buyer offered 110 gold coins. That meant a loss of 40 gold coins. No way, that's too much. 40 gold coins is no joke, it's equivalent to 4 full gold coins. Is he trying to scam me? But then, he hesitated. Even though it's unfair, I do need the coins quickly. After thinking it through, he accepted the deal. Once the trade was complete, he lay down on his bed, finally feeling a sense of relief. At least now I know, even while lying down, I can still use the dimension trading book. What a game changer. At that moment, our guy Eren thinks to himself, this is absolutely right. The dimension book has appeared in front of my eyes. But where did the real book of this world go? If the original book existed, then it must still be somewhere in this world. One way or another, I have to find it and take control of it. Then he shakes his head. Forget it, I shouldn't worry about that right now. There's plenty of time for that later. I'll deal with it when the time comes. For now, I need to figure out what to buy and sell in this dimension trading book. Just then, a few gold coins appear in front of him, and he thinks, alright, I'll buy from Manhwa's stall. But at that very moment, the camera in front of him starts playing an advertisement again. I am selling mana crystals at a dirt cheap price. Eren glances at the ad and smirks. Oh, it's that same vendor again. Let's check him out properly this time. Without wasting a second, he types, hello, scammer. And just like that, the episode ends. But wait. Let me explain a few extra details for those who want a bit more clarity. Those who already got it can leave, but for those who want the inside scoop, stick around. First, there's the daily attendance check max level, meaning if Eren logs in daily, he'll get extra coins. Second, there's inventory expansion max level, which means his storage space is maxed out. Third, flow compression, which lets him see details about the person he's trading with. Next is pro of promotion. If he sells an item, his reputation increases. Then there's price subsidy, which ensures he always gets the correct price and a 10% discount on every item. Even better, there's zero commission, meaning no extra charges on any transaction. And lastly, hedging adjustment, which gives him a cashback refund of 30% on whatever he buys or sells. On top of that, there's the Eyes of the Province, which shows the true value and details of any item. Basically, these are all VIP benefits that give him an edge in trading and help him avoid scams. Now, back to our scammer. The scammer, puffing on his hookah, suddenly frowns and thinks, who the hell is this crazy guy calling me a scammer? He checks his chat history and realizes, wait a minute. This is the same guy who exposed me last time when I tried to cheat him. Instantly, he switches gears and types, dear customer. Oh, it's you. The same person who traded with me before, right? Eren smirks and replies, yeah, it's me. I am still looking for mana crystals. Can I get them at the same price as last time? The scammer hesitates, then says, that was a special case. This time, I don't have those crystals at the same rate. Eren laughs, why don't you stop lying? You know that lies don't work on me. I still have our previous chat history. Do you really want me to go the hard way? The scammer panics, thinking, if he reports me, I could get banned for a few days. And in those days, I'd lose a ton of money. I can't afford that. Aaron leans in, don't you think you should sell them to me for a lower price? You already rich. You have over 10,000 coins. I doubt a small deal like this would make much difference to you. The scammer sighs and asks, alright, how many do you need? Aaron types back, how many can you give me? The scammer replies, I have 25 mid-grade and 20 low-grade crystals. Aaron nods, fine, I'll take them all. The transaction goes through. Aaron buys 25 mid-grade crystals at 10 coins each and 20 low-grade crystals at 5 coins each. But wait. Thanks to his VIP discounts, he gets a 30% reduction, plus an additional 10% off. So instead of paying the full amount, he only spends around 230 coins. And then, Aaron notices something interesting. He can now resell these mid-grade crystals for 12 coins each and the low-grade ones for 3 coins each. He smirks and says, the fundamental rule of trading, buy low, sell high. Now, let's check in on our scammer, Hardstone. Back in his room, Hardstone throws his hookah to the ground and shouts, what the hell just happened? He realizes that Aaron bought his crystals at a cheap price and resold them at a higher rate. Furious, he yells, that bastard. How dare he buy from me and then sell it back at a higher price? He could have used them himself or sold them elsewhere. Why the hell is he selling them back on my own channel? A little while later, Aaron checks his trading notifications and sees a flood of messages. Huh? So many messages? From whom? They're all from Hardstone. Hardstone types angrily, don't act like a fool, you master of scams. I'll destroy you. Aaron leans back with a smirk, thinking, I know exactly how to handle people like him. I've been in the trading game for 3 years now. I know exactly what to do when scammers get mad at me. Aaron thinks to himself, I know he can't cross dimensions to take revenge on me. So no matter how angry he gets, you should be twice as furious at him. With that in mind, Aaron starts hurling insults at him. You master, you traitor, you scammer. Hearing this, Hardstone is completely taken aback. He thinks, what happened to him? He's completely changed. Last time, when I had an argument with a traitor, he taught me how to talk to others properly. And if I remember correctly, that traitor's name was Ilos. Aaron smirks and continues, I haven't even started yet, and you already whining about being a master and a scammer. Hearing this, Hardstone loses his mind. What the hell does he want? Did I make the mistake or did he? Frustrated, he snaps, dude, can you just shut up? You've been ranting for so long, are you actually going crazy? Aaron counters, don't you think you've gone a little too far this time? Meanwhile, the crystals Aaron put on sale are selling like crazy. Aaron, pretending to be clueless, asks, what did I do wrong? Did I ever promise you that I wouldn't resell them? I don't recall making any such promise. Hardstone protests, but still, you shouldn't have sold them at such a high price. At the very least, you should have sold them at the same price. Aaron smirks, oh really? Like you some saint who always sells at the right price? Then he adds, how about another trade? The scammer immediately refuses, no. I'm not selling you anything at any price. Report me if you want, I don't care. Aaron thinks to himself, I know people like him, money is their god. If I play my cards right, I can manipulate him. So, he starts flattering him, for someone like you, a big short, in trading, this is just a minor issue. Are you really going to let go of such a lucrative deal? I don't think someone of your caliber would do that. And just like that, Aaron has him right where he wants him. The scammer, slightly melting under the praise, says, yeah, that's true. Someone like me doesn't bother with petty issues. But in his mind, he's thinking, he has a point. And feels a sense of pride that Aaron acknowledged his status. The scammer then asks, what was the original price? Aaron replies, 12 coins for mid-tier and 3 coins for low-level minor crystals. At this point, Aaron has 455 coins, but thanks to his VIP skill, he gets a 30% bonus, meaning an extra 75 coins. He states, I need 50 mid-grade and 19 low-grade crystals. The scammer hesitates, I don't have that many. Aaron asks, then how many do you have? The scammer responds, I have 25 mid-grade and 50 low-grade crystals. Aaron grins, fine, I'll buy everything you have. He thinks to himself, this trade will be profitable for me. Since I'm a VIP member, I get discounts anyway. Aaron quickly puts them up for resale, mid-grade crystals for 11 coins and low-grade ones for 5 coins. With no commission fees, Aaron is making easy money. Meanwhile, the scammer is fuming, what the hell is this guy doing? He's throwing around money like it's nothing. Aaron, on the other hand, remains confident. Even if I sell them at a slight discount, I'll still make a profit. He knows that minor crystals are always in high demand, making them easy to sell. The scammer keeps messaging, "Hello? Can you hear me?" But Aaron ignores him. "My hands are tired from typing. I'll deal with this later." He also keeps a few crystals for himself, thinking, "As I get time, I'll use my breathing technique to improve myself." Aaron is determined. "If I want to train, I won't hold back. My speed is slightly above average. I may not be a genius, but if I keep pushing like this, I'll reach my limit much faster. And once that happens, I'll finally reach the Survivor Palace." He realizes that he needs to become stronger before joining the academy, where the real competition awaits. With a confident smirk, Aaron declares, "All right, let's start." He raises the price of mid-grade crystals to 99.5 coins and relists them. Immediately, they start selling like crazy again because his pricing is still lower than the market rate. Aaron knows that he needs to reach System 1 as quickly as possible. Last time, it took him a year, but this time, with his prior knowledge, he completes 35 trades in record time. Finally, he receives the system notification, "You have been promoted from level 0 to level 1. Aaron grins, "Finally, I've reached level 1 or System 1. His book glows in a radiant red light, and a congratulatory message pops up, confirming that he now has access to System 1. Aaron feels a surge of excitement. "At last, I've made it to System 1, and now, a whole new world has unlocked for me, aka Demori World." This world grants him new abilities, and he understands that his journey has taken a new turn. He now stands on a completely different level, where even greater challenges await. But this time, he is fully prepared. Aaron's confidence soars. Now, the real game begins. Then, a notification pops up, showing a person. That person says, "I have a power that can shake the entire world, but I lack an artifact to create it. If someone could provide me with an artifact, I would be able to unleash it." Seeing this message, people start commenting below. What is this guy asking for? Paint and a brush? Does he want to make a painting? Is he crazy? Is this his first time in dimension trading? As comments flood in, Aaron isn't surprised. Instead, he calmly thinks, "This is pretty normal in the world of dimension trading." Just then, another notification pops up. "The sponge inside my head ability has reached max level. The side effects of absorbing anything have decreased by 80%, and the absorption power has increased by 3%. Aaron pauses, thinking, why did this suddenly pop up? What conditions unlock these privileges? He wonders if there's a specific method to trigger them. There's only one way to find out, he says to himself. So, he activates Eyes of Providence, a VIP function that provides complete information about the person he's trading with. It allows him to see all details available in the exchange center. However, despite using this ability, he doesn't receive any new information from the exchange center. This makes him question, why am I getting all these privileges? And for what reason? His Eyes of Providence ability can reveal everything about others but refuses to give information about himself. This leaves him slightly disappointed. Still, he figures out one important thing: my VIP functions will continue to unlock as I level up. The moment I reached a higher system level, I got another privilege. Then, he notices a new button on his interface, an event icon. Curious, he clicks on it. Suddenly, multiple offers pop up. Buy 1, get 10 coins free. No transaction fee for the next 30 minutes. Special offer, valid for only 10 minutes. Aaron takes one look at them and scoffs. These offers are completely useless for me. My VIP status already gives me a 40% discount on every item. Why would I settle for just a 10% discount? He decides, it's not worth participating in this event. Since his VIP privileges already eliminate transaction and privilege fees, there's no reason for him to engage. Just as he's about to exit, another notification appears. Congratulations. You have leveled up from level 0 to level 1. You have received 3 coupons. Keep them safe. We hope you make infinite profits. At the bottom, a simple, thank you, is written. Reading this, Aaron thinks, this must be some kind of automated customer service message. But then he notices something interesting. Leveling up has also granted him 3 rewards, 3 years' worth of mana energy, a short martial arts technique, 5 store coins. He looks at the second reward and wonders, what is this? Snake pack of body and sword. What does that even mean? The moment he touches it, his sponge inside my head ability activates. Instantly, the skill starts absorbing into his mind. His negative effects reduce by 80%, and his absorption speed triples. Within moments, all the knowledge from the technique is completely embedded in his brain. A system message appears. You have successfully absorbed the skill. Aaron suddenly realizes that his body has inherited the absorption technique. Then, he glances at the first item, the 3-year mana energy supply. He thinks, if this is just as real as the martial arts technique, then it must be extremely valuable. In his world, mana acts as fuel for martial arts. But inside the system, martial arts don't run on mana, they use internal energy. If you ask me which is superior, he mutters to himself, I would choose the system's internal energy martial arts any day. The sword technique I received is a great privilege, but... And just like that, his journey in the world of dimension trading continues. And there the episode end.